Have you ever looked at your bank account at the end of the month and wondered, where did all the money go? It's a question many retirees ask themselves, even after years of careful planning. They worked hard, saved consistently, avoided unnecessary debt, and believed retirement would finally bring peace of mind. Yet somehow, their savings seem to disappear faster than they ever expected. Here's the surprising part. For most retirees, the biggest threat isn't a stock market crash. It isn't inflation. And it isn't even an unexpected medical bill. According to many retirement planners, it's the dozens of small, seemingly harmless expenses that quietly chip away at savings month after month. They're easy to overlook because they don't feel like major purchases. But over 5, 10, or even 20 years, these little expenses can add up to tens of thousands of dollars. The good news? Once you recognize them, many are surprisingly easy to reduce, or eliminate entirely, without sacrificing the lifestyle you've worked so hard to enjoy. Today, we're going through 9 retirement expenses experts often encourage clients to cut first. Some of these may surprise you, and one in particular is something millions of retirees continue paying for without realizing they're barely using it anymore. Let's begin. 1. Multiple streaming services you rarely watch. Retirement usually means having more free time. Ironically, that's exactly why many people end up subscribing to more entertainment services than ever before. 1 month it's a movie platform. Then a sports package. Then another service because it has one show everyone is talking about. Before long, you're paying for 4, 5, or even 6 subscriptions every month. Individually, they don't seem expensive. $15 here. $20 there. But together, those monthly charges can quietly grow into hundreds of dollars every year. Retirement advisors often suggest doing something incredibly simple. Open your credit card statement and write down every recurring entertainment subscription you're paying for. Then ask yourself one honest question. When was the last time I actually used this? Many retirees discover they're paying for services they haven't opened in months. Imagine someone paying $85 every month for subscriptions they rarely use. That doesn't sound devastating. Until you realize that's over $1,000 every single year. Over 15 years, that's more than $15,000, before considering what that money could have earned if it had stayed invested. The goal isn't to stop enjoying entertainment. It's simply to pay for what genuinely adds value to your life. 2. Buying new cars too often. Few purchases lose value faster than a brand new vehicle. Yet many retirees continue replacing perfectly reliable cars simply because it's what they've always done. Retirement experts frequently encourage clients to ask themselves a different question. Do I actually need a new car, or do I simply want one? There's nothing wrong with enjoying a nice vehicle if it comfortably fits your budget. The problem comes when a new car payment quietly replaces financial freedom. Think about it. Once retirement begins, many people drive fewer miles than they did during their working years. No daily commute. Fewer business trips. Less wear and tear overall. A dependable vehicle that's already paid off may serve your needs just as well as a brand new model costing hundreds of dollars each month. The difference isn't just the payment. It's higher insurance premiums, registration fees, taxes, and faster depreciation. Experts often remind retirees that the most affordable car is usually the one already sitting in the driveway. Sometimes, keeping a reliable vehicle for just a few extra years can preserve thousands of dollars without changing your daily life at all. 3. Extended warranties and protection plans. Here's something retailers know very well. People naturally want peace of mind. That's why nearly every major purchase now comes with an offer to buy additional protection. A warranty for the television. Coverage for the laptop. Protection for the refrigerator. Insurance for the smartphone. Individually, each offer sounds reasonable. But taken together, many retirees end up spending hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars protecting products they'll never actually file claims on. Retirement planners often encourage clients to pause before automatically saying yes. Many products already include manufacturer warranties. Some credit cards extend warranty protection automatically. And in many cases, replacing an item years later may actually cost less than paying for extended coverage that never gets used. Of course, there are exceptions. Some expensive appliances or specialized equipment may justify additional protection. But the key is making intentional decisions instead of emotional ones. Because retailers are selling more than warranties. They're selling fear. And fear has a way of convincing us to spend money just in case. By simply asking, what's the realistic chance I'll actually use this? Retirees can often avoid hundreds of dollars in unnecessary costs over time. And we're only getting started. The next expense is one almost everyone pays, but very few people ever question. Retirement advisors say cutting it can free up thousands of dollars over the years without making life feel any less enjoyable. If you've been following along, you may have noticed something interesting. None of these expenses are about giving up happiness. They're about making sure your money is working for you, not quietly slipping away without you even noticing. Now let's look at the next 3 expenses that retirement experts often encourage clients to rethink. 4. Restaurant meals that become a habit. There's nothing wrong with enjoying dinner at your favorite restaurant. In fact, retirement should include moments worth celebrating. The problem begins when eating out quietly becomes the default instead of the exception. Imagine a retiree who meets friends for breakfast twice a week, grabs lunch after running errands, and orders takeout on busy evenings. Each meal feels affordable. $20 here. $30 there. Maybe $40 on the weekend. But month after month, those small charges begin stacking on top of each other. Before long, several $100s have disappeared, without feeling like a major purchase. Retirement planners often ask clients to perform a simple exercise. For 1 month, write down every dollar spent on restaurants, coffee shops, food delivery, and takeout. Many people are genuinely surprised by the final number. One retiree believed dining out was costing around $200 each month. After tracking every purchase, the actual total was nearly $600. That wasn't because they were careless. It happened because small decisions rarely feel expensive in the moment. The solution isn't to stop enjoying restaurants. Instead, make them intentional. Maybe invite friends over for lunch instead of meeting at a restaurant every week. Cook larger meals and enjoy leftovers the next day. Save dining out for experiences that truly feel special. You'll often discover that the meals become more enjoyable precisely because they happen less often. 5. Expensive cell phone plans and unused features. Technology has become part of everyday life, even in retirement. But many retirees are still paying for phone plans they chose years ago, plans designed for lifestyles they no longer live. Unlimited data. International calling. Premium entertainment bundles. Extra device protection. Hotspot services. Cloud storage upgrades. The list goes on. The question retirement experts often ask is surprisingly simple. Are you actually using everything you're paying for? One couple discovered they were paying for unlimited data on both phones. After reviewing their monthly usage, they realized they weren't even using 20% of their plan. By switching to a plan that matched their actual needs, they saved hundreds of dollars every year without noticing any difference in daily life. The same applies to internet packages. Many households continue paying for the fastest available speed simply because they signed up years ago. If your internet usage consists mostly of streaming shows, checking email, making video calls with family, and browsing the web, you may not need the most expensive package your provider offers. Sometimes, one quick phone call can reduce your monthly bill immediately. It may not feel life-changing. But remember, retirement success is often built on dozens of smart decisions, not one dramatic change. 6. Buying gifts beyond your budget. This next expense comes from one of the best places imaginable. Love. Grandparents love helping grandchildren. Parents want to support adult children. Families enjoy celebrating birthdays, holidays, graduations, anniversaries, and special milestones. There's absolutely nothing wrong with generosity. In fact, for many retirees, giving brings enormous joy. But retirement experts often remind clients of one important truth. Generosity should never come at the expense of your own financial security. Some retirees quietly dip into savings every holiday season because they feel pressure to buy larger gifts than they can comfortably afford. Others continue financially supporting adult children long after they should be standing on their own. These decisions usually come from kindness, not poor intentions. But over time, they can place significant strain on retirement savings. Experts often encourage retirees to remember something many parents forget. Your children would likely rather have you financially secure for the next 20 years than receive one expensive gift this year. Meaningful memories rarely depend on price tags. A family dinner. A handwritten letter. A weekend visit. Teaching a grandchild a favorite hobby. Those moments often become far more valuable than expensive presents that are forgotten a few months later. The healthiest form of generosity is one that's sustainable. Because when your own finances remain strong, you're in a much better position to help the people you love if they truly need you someday. And now we're coming to the final 3 expenses. One of them is so common that millions of retirees continue paying for it every single month, even though it provides almost no value anymore. Once you notice it, you may never look at your monthly budget the same way again. We've reached the final 3 expenses, and these are often the ones that make the biggest difference because they're so easy to overlook. Remember, retirement isn't about spending as little as possible. It's about spending intentionally, so your money supports the life you truly want. Let's continue. 7. Unused gym memberships and club fees. Staying active is one of the best investments you can make in retirement. Regular exercise supports your heart, your balance, your mobility, and even your mental health. But paying for a gym you never visit isn't investing in your health, it's simply draining your budget. Many retirees sign up with the best intentions. January arrives. Motivation is high. Then life happens. Weeks turn into months, yet the membership fee keeps leaving the bank account automatically. The same is true for warehouse clubs, golf memberships, social clubs, magazine subscriptions, and other recurring memberships. Ask yourself one honest question. If I had to pay for this today, would I sign up again? If the answer is no, it may be time to let it go. That doesn't mean giving up on fitness or hobbies. Walking in your neighborhood, joining a local community center, or following free exercise videos can provide many of the same health benefits at a fraction of the cost. The goal is simple: pay for what you actually use, not what you hope you'll use someday. 8. Paying too much for insurance. Insurance is essential. Health insurance, homeowners insurance, auto insurance, these protect the things that matter most. But many retirees make one costly mistake. They set up a policy years ago and never review it again. Over time, life changes. You may drive fewer miles. Your home may be paid off. Your children may no longer need coverage under certain policies. You might even qualify for discounts that were never automatically applied. Retirement advisors often encourage clients to review every insurance policy at least once a year. Not to eliminate important coverage, but to make sure they're paying for the protection they actually need today. Even comparing quotes from different providers can sometimes save hundreds of dollars annually without reducing coverage. Think of it this way. Every dollar you save on unnecessary premiums is another dollar that can help fund family vacations, hobbies, emergency savings, or simply provide greater peace of mind. 9. Impulse purchases that don't add real value. This final expense may be the hardest one to recognize because it rarely feels significant. It's the small online order because it was on sale. The gadget that seemed useful for 5 minutes. The home decoration that looked perfect in the advertisement. The buy one get one deal you weren't planning to buy in the first place. Retailers understand human psychology remarkably well. Limited time offers. Flash sales. Countdown timers. Exclusive discounts. They're all designed to make us believe we're saving money, even when we're spending money we never intended to spend. Retirement experts often recommend one simple habit. When you're tempted to make a non-essential purchase, wait 24 hours. If you still believe it will genuinely improve your life tomorrow, go ahead and buy it. But surprisingly often, the urge disappears. That small pause creates space between emotion and decision. And over the years, that habit alone can protect thousands of dollars in retirement savings. Final thoughts. Here's something worth remembering. Very few retirees run into financial trouble because of one enormous mistake. More often, it's dozens of small, unnoticed expenses quietly pulling money away month after month. The encouraging news is that the opposite is also true. Small improvements can create remarkable results. Cancel one unused subscription. Review your insurance. Keep your reliable car a little longer. Cook one more meal at home each week. Delay impulse purchases by a single day. None of these choices feel dramatic on their own. But together, they can extend the life of your retirement savings, reduce financial stress, and give you greater confidence about the years ahead. After all, retirement isn't measured by how much money you spend. It's measured by the freedom your money gives you to enjoy the people, experiences, and moments that matter most. So here's a question for you. Which of these 9 expenses surprised you the most? Or is there another expense you've successfully cut that made a real difference? Share your experience in the comments. Your story could help someone else make a smarter financial decision. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Every week, we share practical retirement strategies to help you protect your savings, avoid costly mistakes, and build a more confident financial future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.